But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon for regular updates.
So now let me move on to the concept, that is unordered format. So you understood this, right? By default, ordered list item are numbered from 1, but we can specify the type of order as well as the value the list should start from. Okay, but by default it will start from 1. Next one. So yeah, unordered list. What you mean by unordered list? Unordered list is nothing but it will display the element in some bulleted format, or it might display just like it will, there won't be any arrangement, right? So list which is not arranged properly, without any number or without any alphabet. So everyone are saying the same thing. In fact, you will be getting a bullets or you will be getting a arrow mark. So now what you have to do, another list or the list in which order does not matter. That is, people who attend an event or ingredient in a recipe, it won't be having a specific order. So if you take a marriage function or any event, so there won't be any order. Like the people, they will not come in an order. It will be like something like messy only. Or if you take an ingredient also, when you're preparing something, you will not just prepare one by one, or you will not add one by one. It means there won't be any specific order. You can add however you want. Okay. Basically, in unordered list, you won't be having a proper order. Or okay, or else I can say in unordered list there won't be any order. Okay. It will display the data like this output. You can see it over here. It will display the data like this. So, and which tag I have to use for this UL? Unordered list. Which tag I have to define for this unordered list? UL I have to define, and LI is same. Okay, LI is same as like we have used for order list. LI is same. The only thing is you have to mention UL. Okay, as in when you mention it as UL, by default you will get an unordered format. So now they are saying that we created an unordered list using a UL tag, and each list item within it wrapped inside a LI. Okay, inside a LI you are going to write all your items, whatever the item that you wanted to display without any order, that you are going to define in a LI. And next, by default, unordered list items are bulleted within filled circle called disk. Okay, by default. So this by default you will be getting a one output. I'll show you that. So that we call it as a disk. Okay, we have still more many types we have. I will be explaining you few types. Okay, but we can specify the type of bullet such as square, circle, etc. Okay, so this is what we are meant by. Okay, let me check in and so on. So now here I'll just change it to UL. Okay, I'll just change it to UL. Everything is same only. Okay, so now let me save this file and let me check the output. Okay, so now I'm getting something Roman letters or whatever I am getting here. Let me do refresh. By default, I'm getting a filled circle, right? By default, I'm getting a filled circle. Let me zoom. I'm just justifying for this specific statement. By default, unordered list items are bulleted with a filled circle called disk. We call it as disk. So here you have still more option. Like if you want to get some specified one means, again same, just type it here. Type is equals to, here you can enter type is equals to circle. You can give circle also. Okay, we close this. Oh, circle is already there, but you will get this circle. See, this circle. It won't be filled up. It is not a filled circle. It is an unfilled circle. And another one is you have square option also. You have many options in fact. Okay, let me save. Let me do refresh. Square option you're getting. Done. So in your website, if you want to get some bullet points and ornaments, you can go with a this unordered list. You will be getting a different points. But if you don't want anything, you want some number for proper number format means you can go with the ordered list. Okay, this one you are asking. See, whatever you enter, it will give the default one. There are three types basically. One is square, another one is disc, and another one is the circle. Okay, and the last one is like none. None is not a type. If you don't want anything, you can go with a none. Because you don't have this type, you have three types, and the fourth one is none. It's not a type, it is like you don't want anything means you can go with this. Description list. Description list or the list which contain a few terms and a description. Okay, so basically this description list, it is going to contain a few terms and a description. Like let's say suppose you want to give some abbreviations. First you will be giving shortcut, and after that you are going to give some abbreviation, means at that time you can go for this specific tag. Okay, at that time you can refer for this specific tag, that is description. Means see, like in this example only, you can easily rectify. In your website you have to give some name, some like just a shortcut, and then you have to give the specific abbreviation, means you can go with this tag. Okay, you can go with this tag. So here we will be having a bit different tag. What is that? Means DL. Okay, so for defining this tag we will be using a DL tag, and DT is nothing but data term. Okay, so the description term. So DT is nothing but description term. Okay, description of term, and DD is nothing but description of definition. Okay, or else you can call it as description of data. Okay, DT is nothing but description of term, and DD is nothing but description definition, or you can call it as description of data. So if you want to define something for so you have to explain briefly something about something, means you can just go with this description tag. And next it says we can create an unsorted list using a DL tag, and each list item has a two parts, two terms, and it's a description. Okay, basically we can create an unsorted list. Here this is also like unsorted only. Here also we will not be having a sorted terms. There won't be any sorted terms. So we have a third type, that is description list. So why we use this description list means, let's say suppose you have something to define. So first you will be just giving some shortcut, and later you are going to expand about that topic, means you can go with this, you can go with a description list concept. See, DT is nothing but term. So first you are going to define the term. Okay, it's like a description term, description of the term. Okay, description of the term, and DD is nothing but description of data, or description of definition, you can say. Okay, so description of term means that specific term you are going to write it over here. Okay, description of the term you are going to, the term you will be writing here, like HTML. So now what is the full form of HTML? Hypertext markup language. So you are going to define that. So where you are going to define means in a DD tag. It's like a description of definition. Okay, description data or description definition. This description definition I'm going to give it here. Okay, this description definition I'm going to give it here. Okay, only terms you will be defining with the help of DT tag, and elaboration or the explanation you will be having with the DD tag, and then that's it. You will be closing on that followed line only, and again you will be opening if you have any other extra things to give, and you will get the output like this, you can see. So here they are saying that we can unsort the list using a DL tag. Okay, we create an unsorted, there won't be any sorting. Here also same like unordered list, you will not be having any order here. Simply you will be writing one term and you will be defining that term, right? So you will be writing one term and you will be defining that term. That's it you will do. So that's why they are saying that we create an unsorted list. Here we are going to create an unsorted list. And next they are saying that each list item has a two parts terms and description. So each thing, like each list will be having a two terms. This one, each list item, this is one list, it will be having a two part. This is one and this is one. See, each list item is having a two part. These are the list of item, right? Let me show here. These are the list of item. Okay, so each list, see, each list is having a two parts. Each term, this is one list and this is one list, right? So this is having a two part. This is one part This is one part. And again, this is one part, and this is one part. Those are nothing but DT and DD. But when you take this order and unordered list, you didn't had many confusions, or you didn't had much tags. But here, if you take description list or the description tag, you have a two part, right? You have a two part. This is one part and this is one part. That is what they are saying here. Okay. Again, next, let me move on to the next one. Next, they are saying we use a DT tag for the term and DD tag for its description. See, now understood carefully. We use a DT tag for the term and DD tag for description. Okay. So in a DT tag, we will just define the name. Whereas in DD tag, you will be writing a description of that. Okay. You will be writing a description of it. And next. Okay. Let me move on to the answer part now. Let me write up the query quickly. I will be including a body tag here. First, we have to define this one. Okay. Next, what tag? Which tag I have to use? DT. Okay, DT I have to use, and let me give Intellipaat. Okay. Now, DD, description of Intellipaat. TechPath, company created by Intellipaat students. DL and close body tag, close HTML. That's it. Save this. Any mistake I have done? 1 second. Let me. Okay, here let me add this minus symbol. Okay, if I save, I will get this. Okay. See, all these tags will be having some meaning. Okay, it will be having some specific structure, like roles and responsibility it will be having. So based on that only it will give you the output. So it will not give the output according to our wish. Yes, we can just modify based on the options which are available only. Okay guys, thank you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Just a quick info guys. Intellipaat provides full stack web development course in collaboration with ENICT IIT Guwahati. The course link of which is given in the description below.